What's going on, guys? Plastic BJX3 back here with another One Piece deck profile, and this time I took the Katakuri deck to the Great Pirate Festival in Illinois this time, rather than Missouri, but in Collinsville, Illinois. Ended up top 8, so I top 8'd the first one, top 8'd the second one. Pretty sad that I couldn't make it to, first place like I wanted to, but it's whatever. I played pretty much perfectly all tournament except for I remember like one specific misplay in the last round of Swiss, but it didn't matter because my top 8 spot was locked in already. So like, otherwise not a lot of misplays. My opponent in top 8 just kind of open cracked. Yeah, but the matchups, round 1 was Ace, 1. Round 2 was Dofi on 1. Round 3 was Katamir, I won. Round 4 was Katamir, I won. Round 5 was Whitebeard. No. Round 5 was Zoro. Round 5 was Zoro, 1. Round 6 was Whitebeard, 1. And then round 7 was Katamir, and I lost that one. That was the one I misplayed really bad on. And then in top 8, I played Ace and lost because he opened just insane both games, and I couldn't beat it. And I didn't open insane. I opened like really subpar both games, and had to mulligan both hands into shit hands, so happens. But I'll talk about the deck and the choices that we made. Before I go into this, my buddy Isaac played the exact same list as me, minus 2 cards that so this is the deck that he played at his regional, and he got top 8 at the regional, on the online regional, with this exact list. I made 2 changes like 15 minutes before the Great Pirate Festival started. And I'll tell you what that was, but this is the exact list that my buddy Isaac got top 8 at with a regional, and the same list that I've been playing before the Pirate Festival. But there was just 2 small changes that I'll explain that I got top 8 with at the Great Pirate Festival. So for the cards, Pudding Searcher, mandatory, 2Ks, Strusen, Pudding, Sanji. And then for the 3 drops, Sparrow, and 2 Pecoms. A lot of people don't play this card, but I think it's really good. It's a flex spot for sure, and I can go over the flex spots later that me and my team were thinking about, that we all had disagreements about, and ended up on this in the end. But like, you just want to play Pecoms because he's just a body, whereas like this deck excels early game, like is the best deck in the game. It excels late game. It's the best deck in the game late game, but its early game is really bad. So you need to make up for that by playing like vanillas, just to like attacking the buggies, attacking the Machino, so they can't just jam a Machino and leave it there, because you're like playing 1 card a turn usually in this deck. So I found the Pecoms really good, and it lets me go first against Zoro and like just summon a 5,000 monster if I didn't open Sparrow. So it's pretty good. The 4 drops, 4 Cracker, 4 Opera, and 2 Smoothie. People sometimes don't play this card. Sometimes they play 3 of it. I think it's almost, if you're going to a big tournament, a necessary 4 of. In my opinion at least, because the 6K in this deck is unbelievably big. Whenever you're curving out on curve and even past curve, you're usually tapping out all your Dawn to use to summon big drops. So you have 0 Dawn left over, and if you don't have a 6K on board, you're just like simply not attacking Marco. 5 drop, you're not attacking Kakus, Buenos, Crackers with Dawn under them, Law, blockers, that type of stuff. So the 6K, I prioritize summoning this card over Cracker almost every time I see it. If I see both of these cards, I summon Opera. because it's that broken. The 6K. Because like I said, you usually don't have a Dawn left over to put on a cracker or something. And then Smoothie we played just because you need something other than like Cracker Paraspera to play out a trigger against Zoro to help clear boards in Law. But you're like never using the effect ever. And then for Shirahoshi, I think this is standard, or it should be by now. It's pretty broken. And then for the big drops, 2-7, 3-8, 4-10. Some people want like switch this like 2 and 3. I think Katakuri is really. I think Katakuri is better than the 7 drop by far. Like this just burns them alive, while this like it's a tempo card. It removes a card to the top. You can put your own stuff to the top. It's a tempo card. So, and tempo is everything in this game. So I think it's way better. And then for events, 3 Kaku, 2 Thunderbolt. So the change was my buddy Isaac played my initial list, which was 3 Kaku, 2 Thunderbolt. Whereas whenever I went to the Great Pirate Festival, I cut 2 Ikaku, played 1 Ikaku, 2 Thunderbolt, 2 Brûlé blocker. The Brûlé blocker really didn't come up. The only reason I changed it is because I got tired of seeing this card in hand with like when I'm curving out and I don't have any Dawn left over. So I really just wanted another 1K counter. But the Brûlé like really never came up or wasn't impactful. So I did end up switching back to this. Yeah, that was the difference. It was minus 2 Ikaku plus 2 Brûlé. But like I said, I'm back on this version, so. But yep, ended top 8 at the Great Pirate Festival. This is the list. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic Beach X3 for more One Piece videos. I appreciate you all. Peace out.